This episode is brought to you by Facebook. So you were scrolling on Marketplace, and there it was, the bike you'd been searching for. You sent a message, and it turned out the seller was super chatty, kind of funny, and an avid cyclist. The next thing you know, you're in a cycling crew. Well, a community cycling group. The thing about Facebook, you might find more than what you're looking for. From a browse to a bike ride, this summer find more on Facebook.
I don't think I can be your friend, Isabella said. Rebecca's stomach flipped. This is the love story of real Hinge couple Isabella and Rebecca, written and read by me, Tammy Denton-Hurst. Listen to the free audiobook now.
KATSEYE Bel Air, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We got a pretty good episode for you today. Good show. We got KATSEYE once again. How y'all doing? We got a pretty good episode because we are talking about KATSEYE once again. I told y'all it's a KATSEYE weekend. Now, this is the last track review of KATSEYE. I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, their EPs are shorter than... I don't know, they're shorter than fucking EPs I've ever heard. Like, you know, at least they're not saying it's a mini album. Like, y'all remember, like, Blackpink? They still do this. They still do this. Like, Blackpink's a very popular K-pop group, or they were. I mean, KATSEYE's definitely overtaken them. I mean, let's be real. But back in the day, you know, they used to do these mini albums. At least they're just calling it what it is. Like, these are actually, like, EPs. Thank fucking God. You know, this is a group that knows what they're talking about. I mean, like, mini albums, what, like, 2 songs, and, like, the rest of it's, like, remixes? Like, that's what, that's what you're getting on a Blackpink mini album. At least this is honest. But this is going to be the last track review. We got Bel Air to talk about today, and then Sunday, I'm going to give you my overall thoughts. We're not even going to go into, like, every single track, because we've already done that, because... you know how EPs are. I do a little bit different when we do EP reviews. I'm kind of starting them back because Lil Uzi Vert dropped an EP, KATSEYE's dropped an EP, so we're kind of getting back to doing some EP reviews. I'm going to give you my overall thoughts about KATSEYE on Sunday, and then boom, KATSEYE weekend complete. Then after that, I don't know what we're going to be talking about after that. But anyways, let's get into this song, because this has actually kind of surprised me. I'm really surprised. You know, the other songs have been terrible. Like, at least, like, you know, the other one we talked about was not bad, but, like, would I ever listen to that song? Hell fucking no. Would I ever check it out on my personal free time? Hell fucking no. But I will say, this song right here, Bel Air, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I want more. You know, this is when I look at a song and I go, okay, this is actually pretty good. Let's get into it. Starting off with the beat. Now, maybe I'm a little bit nostalgic, you know. If anybody's ever watched, you know, Monster High, you know, that old fucking, you know, old shit, you know, I will say, it kind of gives me those vibes. The way the bass is, the way the drums are, but I like how the drums kind of have this, like, marching quality to them, like the drums do. I think the drums just sound overall really fucking fire. And I like the cool, like, 8-bit, like, elements, you know? It's just got a really cool vibe to it. I think this beat is probably one of the more diverse beats from KATSEYE, in my opinion. And I think overall, too, it sounds really fucking good. And I think that's a really cool thing when you're listening to a song and the instrumental has these little switch-ups. You know, the beat doesn't start out like that. You know, as the song goes on, these kind of, like, cool-ass drum rolls start picking in. You know, like, I love these little elements. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, when you actually have really cool little elements that just kind of help out the track and just keep the vibe going, you know, it makes the song more listenable. It makes the song be like, okay, I can check this shit out fully. I can fucking go crazy. Shit like that. And I just think, you know, that is way better than, you know, listening to a song and, like, the beat is still the same. That 5-second loop is all the instrumental is. That 5-second loop is all you're fucking getting. So, just, I love this beat. This beat just sounds so much more different, and it sounds fucking fire. Now, another thing that I really enjoy too is the vocals on this song. I mean, like, the vocals sound fantastic. You know, that beginning verse sounds really good. I'm liking the singing. I'm liking the vocal quality, in my opinion. It just sounds really good overall. And also, too, guys, I like the hook. And, like, KATSEYE hooks are literally some of my least favorite shit when it comes to cat.
This episode is brought to you by Facebook. So you were scrolling on Marketplace, and there it was, the bike you'd been searching for. You sent a message, and it turned out the seller was super chatty, kind of funny, and an avid cyclist. The next thing you know, you're in a cycling crew. Well, a community cycling group. The thing about Facebook, you might find more than what you're looking for. From a browse to a bike ride, this summer find more on Facebook.
Like, 100%. I'm just gonna be for real with you. Like, KATSEYE hooks are like, I'd rather, like, I don't know, jump off a cliff than listen to some of these hooks. And, like, I got a comment recently, and we're gonna talk about this comment at the very end, so I'm not even gonna say anything about it until the very end. But get ready, because we got a comment to talk about. Because I got this comment last night. Last night when I was fucking sleeping, you know, I always wake up at like 4 a.m. or something like that. But it's one of those things where I wake up at 4 a.m. and I get this Spotify comment about one of the KATSEYE episodes. And, like, we're going to talk about it. But anyways, I really enjoy this hook. I love the vocal runways. I like how they hold out their vocals at the end of the hook. That's just such addicting. Gets stuck in your head. Sounds really fucking good in my opinion. And just overall, I really enjoyed this song. I think KATSEYE Bel Air might be one of my favorite tracks off this album. Like, people were saying, like That is good. No, I'm not taking... Like That's like an okay track. But this one right here is actually really good. And, you know, it just makes me sad that, like, one track out of an EP is what I enjoy. Like, it just makes me sad sometimes. Because, like, I know KATSEYE can make good music. I know KATSEYE can go crazy. You know, it's just this company. It's literally just this company. You know, it's the same thing with, like, Blackpink. You know, I knew Blackpink can make fire music, but it's like, the company's not going to make fire music. They're going to make commercial TikTok slop music. And KATSEYE really makes... They make, like, brain rot slop music. But, like, I don't know. I really just wish this group could, like, make what they want to make. I feel like that's what it is. It has to be that, because, like, you're telling me this group wants to make songs like Hootie Fruity, Gnarly. Some of these songs just sound so shit. It's like, I don't know. It has to be weighing on me. It has to be. I don't fucking know. But anyways, maybe it doesn't. Maybe they love this shit. Maybe they love the brain rock music. Maybe that's their brand. I don't know. But it's terrible. Anyways, KATSEYE Bel Air. I love this beat. I love the verses. I love the hook. I love everything about this song. This song is one of my favorites off the EP. Overall, I'm going to give Bel Air an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And before I go, let's talk about this comment. Because, you know, for some reason, you know, people are having opinions about KATSEYE now. Like, I've been, like, talking about this for a long time. And, you know, I love the fact that it takes people a little bit to come around. You know, because I tell the truth. I'd say it how it is. And people do not like that. They hate when I just say it how it is. You know, they can't believe that I don't like Gnarly. They can't believe that, oh, you don't like this? You don't like this song? You're fucking crazy. You're fucking stupid. And then I love how, you know, the times have been reversing. As the years been going on, they're realizing that, yeah, this is brain rot slop music. And, hey, it's okay. You know, just give it a few years and they'll come around. But anyways, I got this comment. Let's just read it together. I got this comment on Spotify. And let's go. Here we go. Already the first word kind of triggered me at 4 a.m. Because Here we go. Just...
This episode is brought to you by Facebook. So you were scrolling on Marketplace, and there it was, the bike you'd been searching for. You sent a message, and it turned out the seller was super chatty, kind of funny, and an avid cyclist. The next thing you know, you're in a cycling crew. Well, a community cycling group. The thing about Facebook, you might find more than what you're looking for. From a browse to a bike ride, this summer find more on Facebook.
I just want to give you the space to process it, Michael said. Elena paused. I don't think I want to see anybody else. This is the love story of real Hinge couple Elena and Michael, written and read by me, Raven Smith. Listen to the free audiobook now.
Hot take. Hot take. This is a hot take. Hot take. I don't really hate Hootie Fruity and Gnarly and Pinky Up. I actually really enjoy listening to their new music. I don't mind your opinion because their opinions, the energy is what I like. I like the house Brazilian production, as you say. But I personally find the music enjoyable, and your opinions are 100% valid. Now, before I say anything, guys, y'all can leave your opinions. I'll always be like, my opinion's my opinion, your opinion's your opinion. But here's what I'm also going to say. Hot take. You're telling me it's a hot take to say you like the most popular fucking songs? Oh, hot take. I actually like listening to Hootie Fruity. I actually like jamming out to Gnarly. Gnarly gets stuck in my head. Actually, Pinky Up. I love listening to Pinky Up. I love listening to them just saying Pinky Up over and over and over again. Are you fucking kidding me? That's the kind of music you like? That's what you enjoy listening to? That's your fucking hot take? Hot take. The most popular songs, I actually like listening to them. I actually enjoy them. Well, get in line, because a lot of people enjoy these songs, and that's the fucking problem. It's not a hot take to enjoy this shit. It's not a hot take to enjoy the most popular shit in the fucking world. Guys, come on. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. If you are sitting here and enjoying Pinky Up, if you are enjoying Gnarly, if you are enjoying Hootie with the Fruity, it is time to realign your music taste. It is time to get out. It's time to unplug the cord. Because it just blows my mind of how people just love listening to, terrible music. I understand having your, guilty pleasures, songs that might not sound good in other people's ears, but you're like, hey, I fuck with this shit's good. I get that. But, man, you're telling me you're listening to Gnarly? You're listening to Pinky Up? Pinky Up! By the way, Pinky Up is literally them just saying. They're not even singing. They're not even rapping. They're not even doing the shitty K-pop rapping. I kid you not. They are literally saying, talking, and just saying Pinky Up for 2 minutes. Same thing with Hootie Fruity. They are just saying Hootie Fruity for 2 minutes. At least, if you say you like Gnarly, at least Gnarly. I can't even say that either, because Gnarly, again, is just talking. You're not listening to music. You're listening to talking. You're listening to bullshit. Wake up. Clean your ears out, because your ears are full of shit. But anyways, that's their opinion. They can have that opinion. Y'all can like Gnarly and Pinky Up and Hootie with the Fruity. But I will never like that shit. Anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And get ready, we got a little bit of our final episode about cat.
I didn't like what you said, Odin pauses, about the future. This is the love story of real Hinge couple Odin and Edward, written and read by me, Curtis Garner. Listen to the free audiobook now.
I'm not giving up.
I am selling the building.
Only love. final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either gonna be okay.
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
KATSEYE tomorrow. We're going to do the Wild EP review. Get ready for that. And I'm going to finally get, say my final thoughts about KATSEYE. And hopefully my final thoughts for a long time. Anyways, y'all have a good one. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.